Hey, this is the Chief Bonding with Board Games and RPGs, and this is an RPG unboxing of the Book of Beasts from Forbidden Lands. So this is Free League, Book of Beasts. It's still in the shrink here, although it's a little bit loose. But you can get a good look at it. Free League logo, hardback. Let's see what is inside the Book of Beasts. Now, Book of Beasts is good because whenever I see the Bestiary, for some reason I always want to say Bestiary, and I do not know why. But Free League, again, we've got our logos, Free League logo here. You can see this nice gold embossment. Again, nicely done. A little bit thin, not as thick, but that's fine. Ooh, love it. So I haven't seen this at all, obviously. I love when there is full use of the inside covers. So you get a nice little image of, what is this, a skeleton of a dragon, I believe. Very nice. So we can see some of this information. What else do we have? So I'll stay on the contents for a second. I'm not going to go page by page, but I'll flip through it and try to keep this fairly short. But you can pause here if you want to see the bestiary. There's some random encounters, game master tools, love, and we're talking traps, books, ballads, and I can never say it, grimoires, journeys, rules for strongholds, potions and poisons, and artifacts. Love that right there. And then, dear to me, of course, with my channel is the solo rules, your solo adventure, journeying for one, playing card oracles. I usually don't use cards. I usually use mythic system, which I really like, but curious to see what it is. Combat, social interaction, which is interesting for solo. I assume they're talking solo or social interaction for the player characters or the NPCs. We'll see. And playing solo with others. And I will dive in a little bit deeper with those. I'm curious to see what the swarming death is. For some reason, swarms scare the heck out of me. And the wolf shadow. But you can see the others. Let's go look at the random encounters and the other things on the right-hand side here. So the bestiary, one real cool thing with Free League is they will do this like quoted text as if you're being spoken to in the language of the Forbidden Lands, which is what I love here. So you'll get that theme, and then it'll go in and walk you through in a very well laid out system with monster charts that are clean, easy to read, especially for older eyes. And they reference 28 new monsters. Now again, I'm going to flip through. I'm not going to cover every single page, but you can see we have some very nice like pencil drawing art. You also get this nice little framing art that's up here, and you can see it tags off with a nice box on the amphibian. I love this idea. So you can feel that lore, and then it's broken out in a more GM fashion. All right, let me look at a couple more of these. So you can see we have charts for all of this. Here we go into the amoeba, which was curious at the start. Again, great art. You can see that face in there. Again, the clean breakdown. And then you're going to again see charts. Random encounter, death in the well, the living waste pile. So I think we'll do one more for the basilisk. You'll again see the same layout, which is just perfect. Love it. And beautiful. The basilisk, the breakdown, and we get into the charts. More explanation on how that works, monster attacks, and boom, we move to the Bogman. One last one, because I wanted to show Wolf Shadow. So again, phenomenal art. The Wolf Shadow breakdown, the lore, your tables, additional information, same all the way through, and now we move over to random encounters. So we've moved outside of the bestiary, and you can see that there is a chart for just some random encounters, but it's also breaking down lore kind of again within the game, and then what each one of these roles is represented in text. So you can see the numbers, which are scaled based on two 6-sided dice. So we've got from 11 to 66, And then whatever the number representation is going to be represented in this very clean text again. So you can see no encounter is 0. And then we're moving to the birthing manticore. 2, the dead pigeon. 3, the man in the iron cage. 4, Garmar's wall. Got it. And you've got clean text beneath each entry. Just ease of use, beautiful layout. So we won't go through every one. Let me flip ahead. So we come into some Game Master tools. Now again, there's some lore breakdown that is kind of explained in that role player fashion, but then you again get a very nice clear text explanation, stating cleanly the chapter is used to cover a range of locations, rules, and other things that could spice up your campaign. Perfect. So we have some traps, journeys, camps, so lists of different kinds of campsites you might come across. Plains, forest, dark forest, hills, mountains, lake, river. Got it. All right, let's skip ahead. We've got rules for strongholds. So first we have events that might happen at the stronghold. Then we have some servants that could be at the stronghold. And then it slides over into potions and poisons. Charts for artifacts. And then our next big section, solo rules, explaining both solo play and co-op. So you can see several charts that help you out. I'll move quickly through to a next section. So you can see we have rules again for combat in a solo play, social interaction, and then you can see playing solo with others, but then we go into another kind of little breakdown of each of the creatures that were in the bestiary in their little in-game description. So the amphibian, the amoeba, so you have a clear section you can flip to in the back that's going to allow you to just reference this again alphabetically, quickly, without having to thumb through the entire book. Brilliant. So we come again to the last page with the wolf shadow. Come over, you get a nice index, and then we're back to that rear page. Free Leagues, Forbidden Lands, Book of Beasts.